Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Zach with Money Pit RC. In today's video, we got our hands on the new Furitek MicroPython. It's a full brushless kit for the TRX4M. I'm very excited to get this thing installed in our TRX4M because I have not used my TRX4M in a good bit. I'm all about the SX24s, you know that. I used to have two TRX4Ms, but then I sold off my other one, my Bronco that I used to have. So now I just have one. I'm not a big fan of the TRX4Ms, so they are good, but nothing beats a good SCX24. It's my roots, so you know. But today, we're going to make our TRX4M just a little bit better. We're going to get the brush kit installed. I want to change out the body, maybe some wheels and tires. I got a couple other modifications for it we might install in this video, so stay tuned. So before we get going with the Furitek install, I want to show you my TRX4M now. It is long. I do have the TRX4M, I think it's called High Trail, not the monster trucks, but the bigger ones. I have the High Trail high clearance links installed, so it extended the wheelbase just a little bit longer than the stock one. But I did print this body, and then as you can see in the rear, I kind of makeshift my own little frame rails just to extend it out, just so the body actually fit good in the wheel wells. Underneath, carbon fiber chassis. It already has a Furitek Micro Komodo installed with the ESC, Mias racing axles, glow pack servo. Nothing too special. But I did, when I made this, I wanted to make it long, so that's why I got the high clearance links from the High Trail. I think it looks alright, but I'm just not a fan of this body anymore. It was cool at the time, but not anymore. So we're going to change all that up. So let's see what the Furitek kit's all about. Alright, so here is the full kit. Furitek Mini Komodo with the MicroPython. And it comes with your battery leads and the wire leads. Everything that you need to go. So let's open up the motor first. Wow, this thing's nice. So if you can read that, Mini Komodo V2. Already has the pinion gear installed. This is an 1806 2500 kV motor, which it might be the same. I have the Mini Komodo in this. 1806 to 2000 kV. So a little bit more kVs. Beautiful. Always Furitek products are beautiful, and it already has the motor plate for a TRX4M and the pinion gear for the TRX4M installed, ready to go. Next up, we have the Mini Python. Holy cow, this thing is small. That thing is tiny. Wow. Love how they did the on and off switch on the side instead of having like a separate dongle. This is for your Bluetooth feature. If you want to go in the app, tune it, you can. Very small, very compact. So this is a Lizard Pro, and this is the MicroPython. Wow. Like, if you put it sideways, you can fit another MicroPython over here, and then it'll be the size of the ESC that I have in it now. That's great. This thing's going to save so much space. Let's get this stuff fitted in the TRX4M and see how it performs. We got everything installed. Of course, everything went together phenomenally. No issues. I am so impressed of how small this ESC is. I mean, it is literally tiny. Probably the size of a quarter. Motor, beautiful fit finish. It's exactly the same size as the other Mini Komodo, just a little different kV. Mounted right up to the stock transmission. No issues there. Gear mesh, perfect. Definitely a good ESC if you have a smaller build or if you need to save weight or space. This is the one to get. And you can still hook up the Bluetooth thing and tune it in your app. So I did not hook a battery up to this yet. I wanted to share this experience together. Alright, so remote. Boot-a-doop. We got steering. We have movement. Oh my god. So quiet. I don't even hear it. Is it running? Look at that beautiful motor spinning. Wow. No drag brake. I have to go in and fine tune it with the app, but that's easy with the Bluetooth dongle. Not fast, but it's a crawler. It's supposed to go nice and slow. So I'm going to go in the app now and fine tune it to add a little bit more drag brake and maybe change my throttle curve a little bit, but other than that, phenomenal. I figure I'm just going to walk you through this. It's going to be simple. You plug in the Bluetooth dongle, you go to the Furitek app, very easy. Oh, paired right up. So here is the telemetry. It shows you throttle curve, RPMs, all that stuff, everything that you need to know. I don't change any of that. I just go right to running. Drag brake is 0%. So I'm going to bump that up. I like to give it at least maybe 30% of drag brake. I feel like that's a nice medium. You can bump it up a little bit if you want, but drag brake 30%. I can change the voltage to 7.5 volts. Wow, that's good. It always gives you a little warning for the voltage of the servo because it might kill the servo, but we don't care about that. So every time I get a new one, I always just calibrate the throttle just in case. So it's going to set to 0 so you don't touch anything on the remote. Click OK. Max speed, so forward the whole way. That's going to say max brake. And that's going to beep a whole bunch of times. Do you want to save it? Yes. And there you go. Throttle's at 0. That's pretty much it. Throttle curve, you can change a whole bunch of that. It shows you the battery life, current voltage and all that. I don't really deal with that, but let's check the drag brake now. Perfect. Nice. Exactly what I wanted. Alright, now that the whole electronics are all situated, and that's pretty much it. I'm not worried about the electronics at all. So that's all good. Axles are good. I do want to change the wheels out. I'm not a fan of these. They look good, but they just don't fit this very well. I got a set of the black labels with some beadlock wheels. I did cut these. I want to test these and see how they actually perform cut. I've heard good things about it, but we'll see if they actually perform well. So we'll throw these on, and I'm probably going to go back to the IR40 body just because I think it looks really good. So I'll probably throw this body back on with these set of wheels. I think it's going to look really good. So I really have no way of mounting the front because I don't want to run the front bumper. So, and I broke off the clips. So, I mean, I think it should be fine, right? What is it going to do? Flip off? Possibly, no, my luck. But there, body's on. I do like this body a lot. It's really cool. It just fits. I like it a lot. Okay, so body mounted, wheels and tires. Gotta make sure they're not over tightened. I almost forgot one thing, one important thing. It has lights, which I'm usually not a fan of lights, but I just think it fits this. I gotta find a better way to secure this body. For now, it'll do. Alright, now that it's all done, I kind of like it again. It's weird, you know, you change the body and a couple little things and you like it again. I've always loved this body. I took it off because I wanted to try something different. You know, that's when I first got my printer, so I was printing bodies like crazy. I just wasn't a huge fan of it. I really didn't like it. I tried to make something that it just didn't work. Now that it's done, I'm super excited. I can't wait to go drive this thing. But right now it's like 1 degree, so it's cold. So for this video purpose, we're just gonna crawl on the crawler tracks. Sorry if you don't like it. I love it. it's the winter months, and that's exactly what it's gonna go. But yeah, I am stoked on how this thing looks. No words, let's get to crawling. Here's what the lights look like. Love the rear lights. I think it looks so good. It's a little tighter in there with all the wires and stuff, but man, this thing looks good. So I don't think I've ever driven the IR40. I lied. I've driven it on the Wave. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to start out super easy. But this thing is very wide. So that might be the problem. But I am also checking out the performance of the motor and how I can't make the easiest obstacle. So we're going to back up, try it again. But like I said, it's a balancing act because this thing is so wide. And I fell off again. Can I save it? Make my own path. Perfect. Maybe I'll have better luck coming this way. The problem is I'm literally riding on the edges of the tracks. Oh, rear's falling off. Oh. Literally stuck. Whatever. I'll take it. Let's do the Wave. Wave is fun. Wave's always a good one. This motor is so smooth. So much control. Crazy control. Stuck on the slider. Good torque from the motor to get me over that. Catching the traction. There we go. Put that thing in the slow crawl position. Oh! Redo. I wasn't paying attention. I was watching the camera. Let those tires grip. There it is. All twisted up. Looks pretty good. Nice. So we'll do the frame bender, but we're not going to do the NXT because I know for a fact it cannot do it. Can't even do the normal. Oh, there we go. I was about to say can't even do the normal one, but it could. No issues. Man, this thing looks good. I love the way it looks. I miss this body. I give the motor and ESC a 10 out of 10. I highly recommend the ESC just because of the size. It is so small. You can stick it in very small builds that you don't have a lot of space. It's a good weight saver, space saver. Highly recommend. Motor, fantastic, smooth, just like any other Furitek motor. Super smooth, great quality, looks great. Fit and finish, installed, no problem. Highly recommend it. I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can pick it up at. You can get the whole kit, you can get the motor separate, ESC separate, whatever you want. Let me know what you want to see next on the IR40 build. Maybe we'll do something different, maybe we'll just keep it how it is. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. You know I drove you through all your feedback. Catch you guys next video.